Good afternoon. My name is Fomukong, and I'll be representing the state of New Mexico with my project Helios Aqua System Phase 3, comparing the methods of thermal and electrical energy storage for 24-hour water purification. Now, the reason why I decided to pursue water purification is because my family is from Cameroon in West Africa, and my mother would often stress to me how there was a central lake that everyone would use, and whether it be for cooking or bathing, her peers would often fall sick from water-related diseases such as diarrhea and cholera, and her peers couldn't finish their education. And the fact that they couldn't finish, that really hits home for me because education is very important in my family. And I wanted to take it upon myself as first generation here in the United States to tackle the water crisis. So, the lack of energy storage is a serious problem. Energy is being mistaken for power on demand without regards to the strain that it puts on the electrical power grid. Now the question comes with, which is better, thermal or electrical energy storage? And for the purpose that I'm using it for, which is to potentially purify water over a 24-hour period, I hypothesized that thermal storage would be better because studies show that thermal storage is capable of storing 16 hours of energy versus 3 hours that batteries have. So the way I tested it was I used two different types of batteries, a solar rechargeable and a non-rechargeable batteries, and I drained them by taking the temperature. And for thermal storage, I used two different types of rocks, granite and black river pebbles, and I put them under 250-watt light bulbs to simulate the sun because the sun hits the earth at 1,000 watts per meter squared. And by using essentially 5,000 watts total, I'm able to simulate the sun to predict how my future apparatus would do if implemented in the environment. And in the end, when I calculated the cost per joule that each types of energy storage would have, thermal storage is capable of producing 28 cents per joule versus $9.77. Now, this is very good because when I want to implement this in third world countries, cost is very important. They will be able to use their own raw materials to generate their own energy. And this is very important because although I'm using it for water purification, thermal storage is very important in that it can be used for medicine preservation. People often tell me how, especially in some countries in Africa, people fall ill because they don't have a means of storing their medicine. And by having thermal storage as a means of doing that for themselves, they will be able to essentially bring down the deaths of that and have a better means of storing their energy. And my inspiration was the duck curve. And the duck curve is essentially depicts the energy distribution. And the belly of the duck is the problem because that accounts for all of the wasted energy that is not being stored throughout the day. By storing our energy with thermal storage, we'll be able to reduce the belly of the duck and thus have an effective means of storing energy.